If World War III happens, who would ally with whom?
It really depends on the aggressor. This is based on if this was a conventional war only. Russia as the aggressor. China has trillions of dollars tied up in America, and the Chinese currency, the yuan, and the US dollar are directly correlated and have a fixed exchange rate in order to keep the price of goods down in China. That's why China's PPP, purchasing power parity, is larger in China than in the USA. And on the off chance that Russia does win, bare minimum 52% of the world's economy would be gone. Russia would be fighting what creates 89% of the Chinese economy, including much of their food. The Chinese yuan will be blown, and unemployment in China would near 40 to 45%, as a lot of Chinese people are employed by companies that the majority of contracts come from US or European companies. So those companies would go out of business and destroy China. China as the aggressor. Obviously the Russians would love this and back the Chinese 100%. And some nations like Somalia and Djibouti would side with China as they are hugely dependent on Chinese commerce to create economic growth. But the problem is, since they are the aggressors, almost 100% of the time China will be on the defensive and risk being cut off via American and Japanese naval blockades in the South China Sea from food and starving the nation of oil and food. USA as the aggressor. Anti-American sentiment will greatly influence this war. Since America will be instigating the war, a lot of nations that were already on the fence of helping America are now able to make a sound decision on not helping America in the war. Many nations like Bolivia and Iraq already dislike the Americans but prefer the Americans as compared to the Chinese or Russians. But now America is the aggressor, many nations will think that America will be out for blood and land, thus will side with the defenders. Then countries like India and Japan will side with the USA as they fundamentally hate the Chinese and do not want to be taken over by them. NATO nations will always side with America for two reasons. 1. Article 5 of the NATO North Atlantic Treaty. 2. Democratic peace theory. This is a theory that no true democratic nation will go to war with another. Look it up. No true democratic nation has ever attacked or been attacked by another democratic nation.